Hello, and welcome to episode 13, I believe it is, of my Let's Play Terraria. I am KHM. Alright, it's Terraria 1.3, Season 2, blah 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 blah. Anyway, I want to check out something. If we come over to the map, we can see that right above my base is what appears to be a sky island. And I've just recently found out that you don't need a special key anymore to use them. Which I hope is true. I can't remember if you needed one last season. I think I at least thought you needed one. But other than that, I cannot guarantee anything. So, I'm just gonna make a little sky bridge up here. Now, we'll save that till we get up there. Just look at that baby. He's just perfectly staying on top of that pillar. Oh, by the way, I fought the Queen Bee number of times here. Oh, right. Okay. I'll do this manually. Yeah, so I went and fought the Queen Bee a number of times. Got the trophy for the Queen Bee. And, created myself a bee suit just to test out what having 3 minions is like. And I gotta say, having 3 minions that just go out and kill everything around me is quite awesome. The grinder thing, when I don't hit the mob and they just die to lava, it just, counts as them dying to nothing. But get my 3 wasps in there, and they just have to hit it once, and then it counts as me having killed it, so they are artificially boosting my kill counter. Well, I suppose it's technically not artificially boosted, but Okay, well, I've met way less resistance here than I was actually expecting. Alright, let's see what's in the chest. We got a lucky horseshoe! Oh, cool. Awesome, I wanted one of those. And a sky mill of questionable value. Alright, I'm gonna take that. Just loot the place. And I am gonna dig a hole here. Okay. Now you're probably wondering what this hole is all about. Well, I'm gonna fill it up with water. Okay. And now the question is it deep? And now the question is it deep enough? Yeah, it needs to be a bit bigger. There we go. It should be plenty big now. Yep. Working quite nicely. And that was it. Cloudfish. Came up here for a fishing quest item. And thought I would double it as exploration. And I'll just leave my shack here. And howdy-ho, away I go. Alright, that's it. I'll clean up my mess here, and then we'll find something fun to do. Okay, so we've had a bit of a large gap between the recordings, and that's because I realized Halloween's coming up, and it's quickly approaching, but I have too many episodes, and I need to kind of hit the brakes on the whole video recording, episode making, so that my Halloween content will actually come out around Halloween, so that, you know, makes sense. So I've just been kind of dumping videos into my YouTube channel. Anyway, so I've been figuring out how can I play this game and do things that will help me in this game without progression. And the stress of this thought just was so much that I developed this sort of weird dandruff problem. This inexplicable multicolored dandruff problem that I seem to have. But the answer was build things. Build things, build things, build things. So I built things. Starting off with this trophy room. I saw a picture on the wiki of a display of the trophies and really liked it, so I kind of modeled my trophy room after it. So there's a spot here for every trophy. Yes. And got the Slime King trophy. This one took me forever to get. I had to fight so many Slime Kings. Your Eye of Cthulhu. This noticeable void spot here belongs to the Eater of Worlds. I'm thinking of creating a new world just to fight the Eater of Worlds and get the trophy for this space. Wall of Flesh. Right now I'm actually probably able to take on the Wall of Flesh, but we're going to hold off on that for the wall. Anyway, down here, fishing trophies. Oh, this is for the hard mode trophies, event trophies. And yeah. So, over here is my chest room. I originally had my chest like down here in this huge mess and couldn't find anything. So, I moved all my stuff to here. It might look a little large, but as you can already kind of tell from the first row, this is going to fill up fast. Yes. So, above each chest I have an item frame to kind of display what's in it. We have the bait chest. We have the throwable, consumable weapon type thing chest, potions chest, health potions chest, key chest, which I'm not actually sure is needed since I only have a few of those, so on and so forth. We even have a boss bag chest that I created because of how many times I was fighting the Slime King. Yes. Let's see, I don't really have these really grouped well, it's just stuff on the bottom is stuff that I want to access quickly or something. Got drops, got ores, you got mechanical stuff, you got armors and outfits, weapons, accessories, furniture, and things that I couldn't quite figure out where it should go, although I suppose the bones should probably go down here. But anyway, yes. And if you're wondering why a couple of these chests are gold, it's simply because I ran out of iron chests and didn't want to make some more. And then over here we have tanks. Got a tank for water, tank for lava, and a tank for honey. So that way I can kind of mix them and make whatever material I want with them, which is pretty cool. And if I grab my wrench here, you can see that it's basically just kind of... You know what? I just switch this. You can see that I have a 1 second timer hooked up to an inlet pipe, which then goes to an outlet pipe. And that just continuously fills it up. And down here I have little light switches hooked up to the valves that will allow the liquid through. And each one of these tanks is big enough to fish in. Though I don't have a rod yet that can fish in lava. But it's quite nice for fishing in water and honey. Yes. And if you're wondering why I have these step things like in the middle of the tank instead of at the top of the tank where it kind of makes sense, it's because originally these tanks were a lot smaller, and then I realized they weren't large enough, so I had to make them bigger, and I wasn't going to dive into this lava pool and try to retrieve those and replace them, so I just kind of left them there. Alright, and if we go up this rope here... Oh wait, actually, I don't know if I already showed this, but I've now made this, each one of these rows 100 blocks long. So get lots of stuff from that. And Mario jumping on top of a zombie does not help. Like, do anything. Anyway, if we come up here to Sky Island, we have this big thing here, which is a fishing tank thing that I made, where I can just kind of go in here and do my fishings in an environment where I'm just completely safe. And I've kind of replicated one of these in pretty much every biome, so I can go fishing in any biome. The water itself is 20 by 16, which is more than 300 blocks, which is what you need to not have any penalty for fishing. The earlier design that I showed was didn't work. I only thought that I only needed 75 water blocks for fishing, but apparently that comes with a penalty and was the bare minimum. 300 is what you need to have no penalty. So keep that in mind when you're designing your fishing tanks. Yes. So after I got done all that and did quite a bit of fishing, oh yeah, I actually got all the fishing stuff, so I made this cell phone and have all the good fishing gizmo stuff, like Billy Bob's. Okay, so you'll note here that there's a suit of armor that's wearing my crimson armor. That's because I made this in hopes that I could like right-click it or something like that to quickly swap my armors. No such luck. Need armor sets, man. Armor sets, like Diablo 2 style armor sets. That would really benefit this game. Although I suppose you could argue that we could just swap between vanity items. And I'll probably be doing that a fair amount. Yeah. I kinda lost my train of thought there. Oh well, we'll just move on. So after I built all of that, I was like, what else can I do that would allow me to, you know, play the game, be productive, without noteworthy progress that I would need to make a video on? And the answer just kind of dawned on me. It was quite simple and straightforward. It's build a huge hole underground. So I just dug this huge hole. This is it's slightly more than 300. I think it was like 311 wide by 300 tall hole, just underground. Not much really to show there. I actually kind of meant to do more of that before I actually recorded this, but I forgot, so... What this is going to be is basically a grinder, kind of like what I have up here, but in the cavern layer, so I can farm cavern layer mobs. Well, I actually made it for the upcoming Halloween event, because last season, which oddly enough happened about the same time of the year, so had Halloween stuff. But none of the surface level mobs dropped any of the Halloween goodie drops. I had to come down here to the cavern to collect it, so just preparing ahead of time to grind them out. Yes. So that's great. There's something else I was gonna say or do or talk about, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I haven't explored the underworld much. I'm gonna save that for a future. Well, I'm gonna do that between episodes probably when I prepare to take on the Wall of Flesh. But Might take on the Wall of Flesh next episode, might wait another episode for that. Yes. What I think I want to do for the next episode is actually to try to get this trophy, so... Yeah, I think next episode we're going to, create a new world and go hunt down the Eater of Worlds. Yes. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, once again, I am KHM, and next episode is going to be the Eater of Worlds.